What is going on, guys? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Last trading day of the week. Hope everybody's had a good day so far. We're back again. Day 5. It's our 6th stream of the week. And boy, do I have a good one for us, I think, tonight, guys. Indicator says sell. Everything says sell here on USD CHF. I think we got ourselves a sell signal here. How's everybody doing, though? Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining. Yeah, pullback on SPY. Oh yeah, there's a lot going on today. What we got here? Well, if you guys take a look at this, we've got a beautiful setup, and I'm not using my own support and resistance zones today. We're using the ones from the indicator. I'm trying to take all of the self-use out of it and have the indicator use absolutely everything, so we don't have to draw anything anymore. But we have our stop loss, our take profit, and our entry already made for us. It drew it automatically, and we got the sell signal here on USD If we go to the 4 hour, it's going to drop down to here. It's going to finish off this M, and if not test lower lows. It has our stop loss, our take profits already set here with these lines, so we don't even need to set anything. But it's a really nice looking chart. We've got an M pattern here. You've got strong fair value gaps on the 4 hour, and it looks like this thing's going to go down. For the indicators, Aloha, or are you talking about for the or for the Discord channel for signals? But what was this? Euro USD CHF. That's what it is. For the indicator's only paid. It's not, the indicator's the only thing that's not free. What exchange am I using? This is USD CHF. We're trading the Asian session for foreign exchange markets right now. Yeah, we got sells on USD CHF. And to be quite honest with you guys, I'm gonna wait to see what this hour candle does in the next 3 minutes. But I'm probably gonna get in this. This is something that we're gonna get in. Yes, that is possible. It's on my website. It is possible. It's on my website. You just scroll down to the here. I'll send it in the chat right there for you. Just scroll down to indicator plans. You can pay on a monthly basis, a bi-yearly basis, or lifetime. Lifetime use access. There's 3 options. Yeah, it's a cheat code, Smith. It really is. It's telling us everything we need to know. It even does support and resistance too. So like if I wanted to put support and resistance on, it has that as well. It draws them for you. So here's your main resistance, and with these red dots, you got a support here that just broke. Looks like we're retesting it right now on the hour. Your next support and your next support. And guess where your take profits are? Right at the supports already. You don't even have to... It takes the second guessing out of it. But anyway, I'm not here to just sit here and promote that. We're going to trade and make some money together tonight, guys. Stop loss is right here. We're not in this trade yet, just so you know. But we are going to be getting in it. 77193. It's right here, though. There's a red line right here, if you can see it. But welcome, guys. If you're just joining for your first time, appreciate you guys. We got our final stream of the week. We stream Sunday through Thursday. Today is Thursday, so today will be the last stream of the week. Hopefully we finish in the green. We had a really strong showing yesterday. Really happy with the trades yesterday on Euro JPY. We got in that a bunch, so that was super nice. But really good stream yesterday, and hopefully we'll have another really good one today. How's everybody doing today? We got a bunch of people in here. We got a bunch of people in here. This is a USD CHF. It's a foreign exchange currency pair. I'm doing well. Green Cuts, hope you're doing well too, man. Thanks for joining. I think we're going to get in sells on this. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're getting in sells on this. I'm in it. So, 77200 is your stop loss. 77200. Make sure you mark that. Boom, change. I'm in, yeah. I'm in. What is more important to you, getting in a trade, the right trade, or knowing how long to stay in? Getting in the right trade. If you get in the right trade and your direction is correct, timing shouldn't really matter. Ideally, you have the time frame of what kind of trader you are, whether you're a scalper or whether you're a swing trader or day trader. I consider myself a day trader, although we've been taking some swings. Intraday is what I'd really call it. But like this is gonna be a couple hour trade. At most 4 or 5 hours, but it could drop off earlier. It's got 22.7 volume, 22.k. So the volume's there. The volume's there. I like the trade to finish off the week at this coming down here. I like it. I will put this on, though, just so everybody can see it. I will put this just for ease of being able to see. Thanks, Smith. Where'd we get in at? 76433. Oh, that's exactly where I put it. What do you know? We'll send this out to everybody just so they have it. Send out the signal. The signale. On USDCHF. We are short on USDCHF. Sorry about those noises. I got people messaging me like crazy. TPs, I'll put them in for you. I'll put them in. Oh, shit, I gotta change that. So your TPs are right here. I'm gonna make that a little thicker. So you got your TP one right there at like 76286. And then you got another one right down here at 76011. And we'll put our stop loss over here. But that's where I'm in at. That is my trade for tonight. And before you RR people get on me, I don't care about RR. If you have the direction, you have the direction. And typically we don't get in trades this early in the stream, but we got the signal from the indicator. And from what I've seen so far, it has not been wrong. It's had like one or two where it pulled back after the candle, like you could see here. Like it gave you the sell, and then it kind of pulled down a little bit, and then it went right back up. But this one hit pretty much all other ones. There's only been one or two where it was like you had to get in the second it printed. But most of the other ones, it gives you a sell, you get a retest, and then you go. So it gives you some time. But it now is going to have push notifications straight to TradingView to your phone, which is going to be the cool part. Heck yeah, man. Try it out. And once you put it on multi-time frame, like I have it so the cells are, then the signals are only on the regular time frame that you're on. Like if I put it on multi-time frame, watch this. Show multi-time frame fair value gap. Look how many more cells you get. Like how many more you get. It gives you like every individual one that meets the criteria. So it's a good tool. And like I tell everybody, I'm gonna turn that off because there's just too much noise when you have that on. But like I tell everybody, it's a really good tool. You can go month to month. You can go for bi-yearly, so 6 months, or you can do lifetime. If somebody wants to do a different one, I certainly can make that happen, but 30 days is the minimum on it. It's pretty cool, guys. Not having to draw your support and resistance zones and not having to draw all this stuff out. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And if you're just looking to learn, like more importantly, if you're just looking to learn how to actually trade, if you're looking to just learn how to actually trade, like this can teach you like where the zones are. If you're unsure of, okay, where's my support, where's my resistance, or okay, I'm selling, why am I selling? Well, take a look. We had a break of structure and then a retest. We had a break of structure and a retest. So it's a tool that is definitely helpful for learning how to trade, and also a tool that's good for confirming your trades. That's what I like the best. Is I obviously have my own methods, and this is coded towards my method, but I like the second confirmation of saying, okay, this is also a robot, and this robot has been programmed to only do the 5 things I told it to do, and it just did. So not only am I thinking it, now this robot indicator is confirming what my position is. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. If you couldn't tell. Chenny. I'm gonna butcher that name, I apologize, but welcome. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate you joining. If you haven't subscribed, guys, make sure you do so. Giveaway at 1,000 subs, lifetime access to the indicator. Right now, we're on the 1 hour time frame. So each candle is a 1 hour candle right now. What pair? This is USDCHF. USDCHF is what this is. I like analyzing on the 4 and entering on the 1 and the 15-minute. But I really like making my charts is always the 4 hour and the 1 hour. You can certainly enter on the 15. We do it sometimes, but the higher time frames, like the 1 hour and the 4 hour, seem to have, they're easier to read. I know there's a lot of guys on YouTube and TikTok that are like, just wait for the first 15-minute candle and see if it breaks to the upside or the downside. Zoom into the 1 minute and wait for a break and retest. And that's, to me, that's a lot going on in a very little amount of time. I'd rather take my time and analyze it and understand where the chart's going as the overall trend. Personally, that's just how I look at it. But I like the overall time frame. The height of the time frame helps a lot. Jeffrey Farron, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you do the day, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. It's a good time frame to look at too. I mean, the day never hurts. And look at that day candle, guys. Oh my God, there's almost no question. Look at that day candle. Look at that day fair value gap. I mean, it's... Yeah, USD CHF should dump. You do the 1 minute and 15-minute preach? Nice, man. Takes a lot of balls to do that. Talk about playing with your emotions. That 1 minute candle when it's just... You know? Like, I mean, you can go to the 1 minute, but... Trading the 1 minute, I mean, look how many buy-sell signals we got on the 1 minute. Yeah, the 1 minute is a wild ride. Wild ride on the 1 minute. I personally just don't like trading it. Yeah, that's a good one. And then also going back to the session like the day before and or 2 days before or 3 days before and just measuring with your measuring tool like how far it's moved. So like for instance, let's go to Desmond. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Let's go to exactly 1 day ago. So 19 1 day ago, right? So from top to bottom, I'm going to have to do that again. All right, so from top to bottom, if you do exactly 24 hours, so it's moved from top to bottom a total of 63 pips in the last session. So if we see that from top to bottom in the last session, it moved a total of 63 pips, you can look at that over the past sessions over the day spans and get an average for how much it moves per session. So when you figure out the direction it's going, you get an idea and not have unrealistic take profits of like 200 pips when it typically doesn't move more than 50 to 60. So managing your expectations there is, you know, important just by getting factual information straight from the charts. Yeah, just getting an average. It's a good idea. I like it. I think it works well. But we're not hopping through charts like we normally are, trying to look for what to get in on. What do the technicals look like on this? Everything's a sell. Everything's a sell. This thing's got to drop. This is my own indicator. It's called Trading with Matt Pro. It uses all of my rules that I've created for myself over the past 15 years. I know my normal people in here are tired of me saying that, but I got to answer the questions, you know? It's a good question, though, Desmond. Nobody in the horizontal today, huh? Just everyone's on their phones in the vertical. No problem with that. No problems with that at all. We're in the trade, Mission Crowny. We are in sells. We are in sells on USD CHF. Nice. You made your own crypto bot? That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's just the EMA ribbon. All it is a 25 through 50 day EMA ribbon on 5-day increments. Yeah, just on like 5-day increments. That's good, man. 0 errors. That's awesome. Zero errors is a good thing. The least amount of errors that it has, it's probably getting better and better. I think that's the way the trading industry is heading too. What is my lot? 10 lots. What happened with gold yesterday? Yeah, it was bound to drop. I mean, it was at a high that was just insane. It was at an insane high. I mean, look at gold. Look at this. I mean, it bought for months on end with virtually no retracement. I mean, this is what's going to happen. You had what, almost a, oh man, $400 swing down. You know what I mean? That's wild. But that's why I don't trade gold. I'll probably enter another one too. Is gold going to 6K? I don't know. I don't know. It might. It might go to 6K. With the way this economy is, people are putting their money in precious metals. So I wouldn't be surprised. Nice, yeah. So some people love gold. I mean, some people love trading it. I personally don't. But everybody's got a preference. Hey, as long as you're profitable, trade what you want to trade, you know? Trade what you want to trade. You passed an eval yesterday with gold, $6,000 profit target, kind of new. Nice. Yeah, if you're working on your first payout, nice. Am I trading with the strategy? Yeah, of course I am. I've been using the same strategy for a long time. A very long time. All it is support and resistance zones. Wait for a break of structure. And a break and retest. I mean, that's really all we trade. Fair value gaps work really well in my trading system. Yeah, of course. Yes. Looks like we're going to retest this zone right here. Looks like it's going to try and retest this zone. Which is fine. Gives us an opportunity to get in another position, to be quite honest. SMC, ICT, ACTs, SATs. Everybody's got a different name for it. But yeah, I've been trading the same system for a long time. Thanks, Desmond. I appreciate that. Hey, man, we're just trying to make the most honest, transparent, most honest and transparent trading community. That's really it. You know? Like, nothing too crazy. The Immortal, what's going on, man? How are you? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. This is wild. So I put my bit rate at 7,000, and now all these YouTube and everything is saying it's too high. How can you have too high of a bit rate? How does that make any sense? Recommend that you use a lower bit rate. Like, my gosh. TPs are marked right here on the chart here. So, oops, sorry. TPs are 0.76286 and then 0.76011. We're looking at USD CHF buys is what we're looking at right now. Or sells, I'm sorry, sells. Sitting a little bit of drawdown. That 7 o'clock hour candle kind of pushed, but I think it's going to reject this fair value gap, no problem. How did I create my own indicator? I had someone code it with my rules. My very, very, very specific rules. You have to have a candle closure above or below an EMA ribbon. You have to have a fair value gap created. You have to have a reversal at a key zone. So there's a bunch of rules that is coded in there. So it takes out the human guesswork, but it also helps you confirm it. Is my stop loss too high? No, I don't believe in trading RR, so I don't think my stop loss is too high. If you have an idea of which way the market's going, you have an idea of which way the market's going. If you can't hold the drawdown to where your stop loss is, that means you're over leveraging your account. That's my view on it. If you're going to put like a stop loss in or a take profit in, you need to be able to make sure that's not going to take out your account. You want to make sure that that's the proper lot sizing for your trade. If it hits the stop loss, I'll get out for sure. If I lose a trade, I only take one trade a day. Maybe two at most. Trade the Asian session mostly. But revenge trading, no. Maybe 10 years ago, I used to do that. Having FOMO, if you miss out on a trade, yeah, 10, 12 years ago, not anymore. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, man, you know? So, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I'm reading stream Twitch comments. So, if you think I'm just talking to myself, I swear I'm not. Yeah, there's like no reason to just get in like a ton of trades every single day. Like if you want to overtrade and you're profitable, great. But like I'm not a big fan of taking a ton of trades a day. I think finding one or two really good setups that fit all the criteria that you want is probably the best bet in most situations. Hey, that's good, man. It's just like having a conversation. Yeah, you'll always be able to find a setup, like, I'd say majority of the time. Like, you'll be able to find a setup. What a stick in the mud of a candle there. It's alright, it's gonna stop at this zone. But, yeah, you just gotta wait till, like, the right point. You know, like, entry, a lot of people have a problem with entry. Entry's tough for a lot of people. That's the hardest part of trading, is, like, waiting. Like, everyone wants to just, like, hop on the charts and, like, full port, send it. Today's the first time, I think, in my streaming history that I've gotten into a trade within the first 10 minutes of the stream. Typically, we wait about an hour to an hour and a half before we even think about getting in. Typically. What broker do I use? I use Liquid Brokers. In my opinion, they're the best that I've used so far. This is my, this is who I use. I don't always trade negative RR, no. It just happens to be on this trade. I do not always do that, no. Most of the time we have positive RR, to be honest with you. I just don't believe in RR. Like, I just don't. I think you should just be able to... You don't always have to risk less. Like, as long as you have the direction of the chart down, it'll get there at some point, and if you managed and used the proper lot size, like, it shouldn't really matter. You know what I mean? It's all about lot sizing. Like, you gotta make sure you use the proper lot size. It just happens to be on this trade, though. Roscoe trades. It just happens to be on this trade. Hey, has anyone else that's a trader been having issues with TikTok? TikTok's banning everything I post. Does not meet policy requirements. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Everything else is doing great, but like TikTok, man. Like, what the heck? You're at the break-even area? So I actually did a video on this, and I sent it in the education channel on the Discord. If you're at the break-even stage, that is a great sign. That is an amazing sign. That means that you've avoided losing. So that's the first stage, is to avoid consistently losing. So if you're at the break-even stage, that means one of two things is happening. Either A, you're getting overzealous and you don't have proper risk management, meaning you win a trade and then your next trade you're upping your lot size and losing because you're trying to just be a little bit I'm greedy's the word I'm going to use here. Or B, you're letting your emotions get in the way and cloud the judgment of what your strategy is. There's really only two reasons that people stay at the break-even stage. And those are the two reasons. Seriously. I've been there too. I've been there where I was making 5,000, 10,000 a day and then losing 10,000 the next day. And I'm like, well, that was 2 days of trading down the drain. Yeah, aggressive is a better word. Aggressive is a good word. I know we got a couple new people in here, guys. Just so you know, when I hit 1,000 subs, and I'm pretty close, giving away free lifetime access to VIP Discord channel and the indicator that you see on the screen here. Free lifetime access to 3 people when I hit 1,000 subs. So, I'm excited. We're almost there. Yeah, we're at like 889. I think probably by next week we'll be there. We're gaining like 100, like 50 to 100 subs every week, week and a half. I just can't believe 7,000 bit rate is 7,000 kilobytes per second is too much. Who would have thunk? Yeah, we're certainly sitting in a little bit of drawdown right here, but I think we're going to get a wick. This should push down. I'm not really worried. Again, like, I'm a big believer of set and forget. Obviously, I stream to teach and, you know, grow the community, but setting and forgetting is one of the best things you can do. Analyze it as long and hard as you want, but once you're in the trade, you cannot second guess yourself. Roscoe Trades, thanks, man. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, this thing's just coming up to wick on the day chart. And you see, the reason that our stop loss is here is simply and purely price action trading. So we think that it's going to come down here, right? We think it's going to come down here. And we know there's a really good chance it's probably not going to break up here with a full day bearish candle. We also know that typically wicks happen. Wicks are created. For instance, you had a big wick here. You had a big wick here. Typically, a wick is created before it drives back down to finish the candle off. And we know that. If you understand price action trading, you understand candlestick patterns, and you understand the market, you know that you're going to get wicks. I mean, look at this wick. I bet you this would have scared the shit out of a lot of people if you were in a sell right here. Or you took this sell right here, it came back up to retest it, and then you saw this happen. But wicks happen. Wicks show selling pressure and buying pressure. It's all a part of trading. Understanding those wicks is a different story now. But yeah, understanding those wicks is important. Wicks, fair value gaps, and support and resistance zones. It's pretty simple when you think about it. It's a lot more difficult to execute. Like there's people online that make it seem really easy. And day trading is not for the weak. It is not easy. It is not easy at all, but you know what? You show up every day and you put your effort into something, you're going to get results. Just got to show up every day and do the damn thing, you know? Preacher, preach. Thanks, man. Appreciate the sub, dude. Yeah, it's not for the weak at all. At all, man. When you're staring down 20,000 drawdown in the face, there is no worse feeling, let me tell you. No worse feeling, that pit in your stomach. And that's why in part of my ebook, I have a whole section just dedicated to the emotional side of trading because it is so hard. Ania from Europe, what's going on? Welcome. Appreciate you joining. But I've said this before, and I say this on all my streams. Analyzing and getting in the trade is the first part. Managing the trade, like physically managing the trade, is the second part. Managing your emotions is the third part, and then knowing when to get out and when to cut your losses or when to take your profits. I mean, there's like 4 main facets to trading. And everyone's like, oh, just wait for the 15-minute open on the orb. And I'm like, come on, guys. We all know there's a lot more to that. These guys aren't out here making $15,000 every morning on the 15-minute candle and then going and doing nothing else. There is so much going on in your head when you're risking your own real money. And that's just the reality of the situation. I'm not talking shit about anyone. I'm just talking what the reality of the situation is. Bofilathistine. Man, I butchered that name. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you guys for the subs, guys. It means a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 80 lots for 5-10 pips. Sure, and don't get me wrong, I've done it too. I've done 40-50 lot trades for 4 or 5 pips just to get in and get out. But like if you can, get your account to where you're at like that 5 to 10 lot area and you're consistently making 20 pips, man, that's a nice living. It's a nice living. Just not everybody can do it. Not everyone's cut out for it. But if you just show up every day and continue to keep getting after it and learning and perfecting your craft, you get there. Took me a long time. Long ass time. Who do you guys got for the Super Bowl? Any of you guys watching it? Was it next Sunday, the 8th? It was like 5 to 7 years. Like, I lost money I lost and made money like my first 5 years trading. But like halfway in, over like a 15-year period, was when it really clicked. And I was like, okay, this makes sense now. And I've never used a prop firm. So like, it was all just trial and error of actually losing my own money. Which sucks, but that's the best way to learn in my opinion. Obviously, if you can't afford to use your own money and you don't have discretionary income, definitely use, El Musty, what's going on, man? Definitely use a prop firm or use, demo trade for a while until you get the hang of it, but it's not for the faint-hearted. If you don't have discretionary income and you're blowing accounts left and right. El Musty, we're on USDCHF sells. USDCHF sells. Good to see you again, man. This candle just keeps climbing. Yeah, it's tough. Nia, I would say that it's very dependent on what type of learner you are and how analytical you are and how you dial in your strategy. It differs with every person. There's no general answer for that. But the quicker you can get a system down that makes sense to you and works in the markets, the quicker you'll become profitable. But will you follow your rules is the question. Yeah, you took 2 years off. Yeah, I took a year off here and there. It's hard to place a trade now. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a scary thing when you have your own capital up and you're in the markets, but there's no better feeling than making money. Uh, I go true. I don't know about anything about prop firms, really, to be honest with you, man. I don't trade prop firms. I'm not really a big proponent of them, just because they're really stringent on the way they make you trade. So I'm not really the biggest fan of them. So I don't really know much about them. I've heard of FTMO. I know there's one that TJR promotes the hell out of, but I don't really know much about prop firms, to be honest with you guys. So I don't want to give you an answer that I don't have the knowledge on, you know? No, we're only 20 pips. The EMA ribbon. I just don't know enough about prop firms to give advice on them. You know what I mean? What, we got a new 15-minute candle coming here in 2 minutes. I think this thing's going to wick down hard. How to go to Apex. You got 90% off valuations right now. Nice. I might do this, and I don't know if anybody would be interested in this, but like I said, I'm not really for prop firms. I would love to just try one out live. Just on my live every day, try a prop firm out just to see what they're all about. I don't know. I just feel like if you can make money with a prop firm, you should be able to make money with your own money. You know what I mean? This is a brutal candle that we just got here. But this fair value gap right here is strong. Curious Rock. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that guy. He just renamed things and coined them as his own fucking terms. 1 month of solid study behind you. Now it's practice and learning strategies. Yeah, that's the way you gotta do it. That's the way you gotta do it. Yeah, I'm not a fan as well. And again, I've said this before. There's way too much negativity in the trading space. Like, I'm a positive person. I believe what you put out into the universe, you'll get back. I'm not going to sit here and talk crap about any other traders. But, boy, I listened to that guy for like 2 or 3 of his little Twitter sessions where he sits and talks. And I was just like, yeah, this is more than enough for me. I'm good. I'm good. Just renaming fair value gaps, order blocks, renaming things. Again, not talking crap. If he's he's a profitable trader, from what I understand, he's a profitable trader. Thanks, Curious Rock. More accurate EMA that buy and sell make you more losing because has a lot fake out. Okay. All right. Benny, what's going on, man? Benny, good to see you again. Benny's here, guys. Just so you know. What a nasty candle that we got there. Right at our entry point, too. Benny from the block. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, 5 minute. I'm not really concerned with the 5. The 5 just moves. I'm not really concerned with the 5. But yes, it did. It did have a bit of a move. But again, on the day chart, on the 4 hour, it's still bearish. Still sells. Financial instruments, do I think is the best? Well, learning price action and market structure is going to be where you need to start. Like, market structure and price action is like the top two. As long as you know that, you're solid. Like, that is the most solid foundation you can create for yourself. By far. No, FOMC was the other day. Yeah, no problem, Ania. This candle's wild. I still think we're going to see it sell down. Yeah, no problem, guys. Things just moving. Absolutely flying. But we've seen this before. We've been here before, guys. That Euro JPY trade the other day did the same thing. You guys remember that? The one that we took in the New York session? Over here. I think we took buys like right around here, and it dropped down there, and then we took profit here. We took profit again there. I still think Euro JPY is another good buy. It bounced right here. It still has yet. If you were still in the Euro JPY trade from, what was it, Tuesday or Monday, that Euro JPY trade, you would have been able to take profit 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It did hit our TP1, and we made a bunch of money off that for, what was that, 40 pips? Yeah, it was like 40 pips. And it's doing it again. I mean, it's doing it again. It wicked all the way down and then came right back. What was my most stressful transaction and why? What mistakes should you avoid? I would say getting in. You're still in on Euro JPY. It's a good trade. I mean, you've got 3 confirmations. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that all stayed below this support zone. So yeah, it's still a good trade. I think it's going to go. I don't trade Fridays, but if I did, I'd be in long for this. And I already have the chart drawn up right here. But, Ania, good question. My most stressful transaction, I mean, probably when I was trading at the highest lots that I've ever been trading. But, again, once you learn to manage your emotions, the Kindash still holding. The Kid Nash. Wow, I read that wrong. If you can just learn how to have emotional control over yourself, and when you're trading, like, that's going to be what's going to be a game changer for you. That'll take the stress out of it. Like, yeah, is it shitty seeing above me right here, minus $3,500? It is, but I still have the market direction down, in my opinion. Like, I'm still sticking with my plan. I'm still sticking with my trade and my analysis. I'm not going to second guess myself. So, the second guessing yourself is the biggest mistake you should avoid. And revenge trading and fear of missing out. There's always going to be another trade. The markets are 23 hours a day, 6 days a week in the foreign exchange markets. You'll always be able to find a trade. There's no need to feel like you missed out because somebody posted. You know, comparing yourself to people on social media is probably, and that goes for life too, but especially in the trading world, just you can't compare yourself to people online. That JPY dump took a lot of people out on Euro JPY. All the JPY pairs dumped. Yes, comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, it is. And that's like one of the reasons that I started this community is like there's just so much negative energy in this space. It's like just be a little more positive. It's like us against the markets, not us against each other. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of people confirming the same trades. Like, that's awesome. Like in our I'll show you guys today. I'm going to show you guys. Like, look at this. In our trade chat, we're all talking today about charts. Everyone, we went ahead and smacked TP1. Benny's talking, you know, hey, nice to meet everyone. Stealth FX. Like, this is awesome. Gold dumped. I opened up my phone and I was like, oh, yeah, it did dump. Jose, I didn't even read his introduction. I didn't get a chance to. I'm going to read that and respond, Jose. So if you're in here, I will respond to you. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ania. No problem. But, like, yeah, and the market talk, too. Like, we got Miguel in here just spitting some game on some charts, posting some profits. Final numbers on USD CAD for the week. Couple trades a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, it's just cool having people to talk to because it can get lonely trading. Sitting on the charts alone with your thoughts is rough. It is rough. It is not an easy thing to do. About to get a new hour candle here in 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, we're going to get a new hour candle. See what happens here. Hopefully we'll see some retracement going into this next hour. I think between the hours of 8 and 9, we should see on the 4-hour chart this start to drive down. Like, this fair value gap is strong. This one right here. And this one up here is even stronger. You've got 2 protective fair value gaps serving as resistance points for you. So Not really too worried about it. $8.95, guys. We are 5 subscribers away from being at 900. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys. That's awesome. It's pretty sweet. We also have the EMA ribbon protecting us. If you notice here, so like sometimes it goes above the EMA ribbon and then wicks back down. Most of the time it just touches it and it uses it as a resistance. Here and here and here. You know, I'm thinking the same thing is going to happen here. That's why we have the EMA ribbon. It uses it as a resistance on the way down, and it uses it as a support on the way up. But again, using it as a resistance in all these spots. That's what it's for. Now, even you can look at the 4 hour. It's touched it. It's touched it. We may come up and touch it, but the overall direction is still down. I started going live Sunday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on December 1st of 2025. Almost exactly 2 months ago. Posting clips every day, 3 to 5 clips a day. Streaming 5 days a week. Almost 2 months ago. Almost monetized. Just waiting on the watch hours. But thanks for asking. Let's see what this hour candle is going to give us. I may enter another position. We'll see. Realistically, I don't think we go too far into this fair value gap based off the chart, but looks like we're going to get a bullish engulfing candle. How many? I started with 211 subscribers on December 1st of 2025. 2 months ago, I had 211. I'll show you. It's actually been astronomical. But you can see right here. Oops. I think you click current channel analytics. So yeah, if you look at this, why can't I make it small? So if you look at this, just in the last 7 days alone, I mean, just crazy numbers. And if you go to the last 28 days, you look at starting on January 1st, 2026. So the first of the year, I had 401. So in 29 days, I've gained up to almost 900 subscribers, which is wild. I'm just doing my thing live, you know, just being honest, being transparent. But without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do it, you know? Subscribing, I appreciate it. Benny, when I turn my... Just go to the horizontal stream and turn it sideways. There's 2 streams. So like when you go on YouTube, I'll show you. There's 2 live streams on YouTube. They're both live right now. Make sure you click the one that says portrait if you want to watch on your phone this way. But if you want to watch on your phone this way, click the regular one, and you can see the whole stream. Desmond, how much in my personal account? $300 to $500. When I first started trading, and then I made my first big deposit like 10 years ago, 20, 30 grand. Got it up over 100 grand at one point, and just kept pushing. I tell everyone you can start with $300 to $500. $300 to $500 trading at 1 to 500 leverage is more than enough money to start trading with, in my opinion. 300 to 500 is more than enough. Just use small lot sizes and build some confidence and get small and steady wins. It's a good number, though. Yeah, discipline is key. Yeah, do not trade gold when you're new. 100%. It uses way too much of your account. Do not trade gold when you're new. At all. That'll just, suck the life out of you trading gold when you're new. I don't trade gold, period, because of that. Yeah, even if you're, it's because the price of it, like, the price of gold is high, so it's going to use more of your account. Especially if you're trading at a high leverage. Yeah, you don't want to touch that stuff, man. And the market, there's no market structure, in my opinion, on gold. It's been parabolic for 2 years. Maybe not 2 years, about a year and a half, year. I'm just not a big proponent of gold. Hopefully we see a lot of you guys here more often. We got a lot of new people in the chat today. Sunday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday through Thursday. So it's easy to remember. Just turn your notifications on, or if you're in the Discord, you'll get a notification that I go live. But we're out here doing it. Boy, this 4-hour candle is wild. Huge hour fair value gap. Huge hour fair value gap. Where did that buying power come from? Again, the 1 day and the 4 hour is still solid. Yeah, I think we're going to create a wick. Create a wick around here. I definitely don't think it's going to on the 4. It could come into it on the 1 hour. Last line of defense. We got two fair value gaps that are our lines of defense right here. You've got two big ones on the 4 hour. Ideally, we don't even see this area. VSSS. Hey, drawdown happens, man. Still in the trade, still stand by my analysis, as every trader should. So, it's funny when people come into here for the first time and are just like, oh, he's negative. Well, I stream every single trade I take live, so you will see some negative drawdown. But that's the legitimate truth of trading. It's how it works. Gotta be transparent, man. I am surprised it's still buying up, but again, we shall see. We shall see. BLNC snipes, get out of that trade. I'm okay, man. I have a stop loss set. That's what stop losses are for. If the 3 candles can't break the low, it's a reversal. Your last 4-hour candle did break the low, and your last 4-hour candle before that broke the low. And you're still holding a pretty strong fair value gap right here. That's why our stop loss is up here. So whatever you say, man, there's more than one way to trade. I say that every time because I always have someone that comes in here and wants to give us speeches on how we should trade their way. There's more than one way to trade and be profitable. I am. I'm not too worried about it. The day chart, bearish. All it's doing is creating a wick right here and should wick right back down. Let's not compare numbers. I appreciate you trying to help, man, but I got it under control. It's USD CHF. It's right up here for you, man. Rubber, it's right up there. Jose coming in to save the day. How about that guy yesterday that came in and told us that Euro JPY is going to drop down, and then it smacked our take profit 1. You guys remember that? We're in buys right here. It dropped down and then shrimp for 43 pips. Drawdown is part of the game. Nice. You got at the bottom at Euro JPY. That's awesome. It was a good dip to be in at the bottom of buying at. Heck yeah. And you are right, Miguel. Everyone's got their 2 cents. It's fine. I understand. That was funny yesterday, though, when that guy came in and everyone just hopped on him. It was like, yo, shut up. I thought that was funny. Inverse head and shoulders pattern. On what time frame do you see that on? Yeah, right here on the 1 hour. Right there. Still have lower lows and lower highs. So like the trend overall. Yeah, I just drew it up. Yeah, I saw what you're talking about. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Lower low, lower low, lower low. They're all lower than each other. If it breaks this, that could be a different story. If it breaks, that's a different story. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes here, what this candle does going into the 4 hour. You're good, Benny. We're holding some drawdown right now, Benny, to be quite honest with you. Because we're in sells. If it breaks structure, we'll look to mitigate. It has not broken structure. It has not broken structure. It has not. I'm okay, though. The adverse comments really don't bother me. Everybody's got their own opinion. As long as you're a profitable trader, it is what it is. There's not many people that stream 5 days a week every trade they take, you know? It's a good sell, to be honest with you. It's a good sell. Looking at the overall analysis, it's a sell. That's why I'm not worried. Especially if you go to like the day. The day chart is the most bearish chart I've ever seen. It didn't even have a wick down here. We wicked down from this fair value gap. We wicked down. We wicked down. This is just creating a wick up here, and it's going to come right back down to this area. It's going to test these lows again. And that's how you flip them, guys. Why is my SL higher than my TP? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, you're R to R guy, aren't you? Understandable. That makes sense. Yeah, RR doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. RR doesn't matter. RR doesn't matter when you use proper risk management. If you need to hold drawdown because it went the other way on you for a little, but you have the overall right direction, it doesn't matter. Appreciate that, Desmond. This is the, oh, am I on the 4? No, I'm not on the 4. The 4 is holding against this fair value gap right here. Yeah, we may have got in a little early, but like I said, RR doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's still a bearish chart. Just because of one green candle doesn't make the entire chart change. There you go. Good job, Eco. RR doesn't mean shit, and I'll tell you why. I guarantee you that if you have more money in your trading account than when you started, let's just call it 365 days. If you have more money than when you started, you're a profitable trader. Whether you look at RR or not. RR means nothing. That's how I look at it. Like I said, everybody has their own ways to be profitable. I'm not hating on it. If it makes you feel better to trade with RR, with positive RR, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, go for it. More power to you. I know where it's not going to go. Where it's not going to go is shoot up past here. Knowing where it's not going to go is just as important as knowing where it is going to go. Yeah, I just trade currencies. That's it. I trade currencies. I like the foreign exchange markets because I think they have better price action and they have better market structure. I don't like the New York session at all, to be honest with you. Darren Duffy, this is USD CHF. USD CHF. Familia Scarface, it's USD CHF. Cheers. You from England? Ireland? Wales? Where are you from, Darren? UK. There we go. I was close. We got a couple people from the UK in here. Isn't Benny from the UK? Liverpool, there you go. So I would consider myself a day trader. So what that means is that Ireland, my bad, Benny, Ireland. We start on the Asian session and we'll typically trade for about 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes we'll let it run overnight. When I'm in the New York session, we typically do like on 15-minute entries just because I don't like the New York session as much. So yeah, it just really depends, but I would say mostly just day trade. Like sometimes it's intraday, but more often than not, we're not trading, holding overnight. To be fair, price action's been really tough this year. Like everyone's not, it's been hard on a lot of people. It's been hard on a ton of people. Like there's a lot of people that I see online losing money. Price action's just been weird this year. Since the start of 2026, it has been definitely different, to say the least. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say, Snipes. You know, Snipes, I have been nothing but nice to you, but you just want to keep running your mouth. And it's funny. If I showed you my P&L for the year, it would shut you up real quick. Oh, boy. Got nothing better to do than come into someone else's stream and talk shit. But, hey, you know what? I feel bad for you, bud. You can't. You're not the one that's live. See that? I'm the one doing it live. I'm good, man. No, I don't care to. The fact that you're on here. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do here. Payouts. Not even trading his own capital. Payouts. Boy. Oh boy. Look, man. I wish you luck on your trading journey. Honestly, I do. Oh boy. Nice. Familia Scarface trades live. Like I said, too much negativity in the trading space. I just try and keep it positive. Too much negativity. Posted a reel about that the other day. D Brizo. What am I selling? What am I selling? Bro, I'm not selling anything. If you want to use my indicator, you can. If you want to get it, my Discord's free and I stream for free. I'm not making money. Move on, man. Move on. Glass person, what's up? Delight. Delight, just keep doing it. Exactly. I'm doing me. I've always been doing me. I plan on doing that, man. Wild. Glass person, what's going on? Desmond said hi again. What's up, Desmond? Appreciate you guys. $900 subs, guys. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys. 900 subs. 100 away. Familia Scarface just subscribed. Nice, man. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. It's in the past. It's in the past. Delight, you just got to keep your head up and keep trying, man. Find a strategy that works for you. Once you find one that works for you, stick with it. Study what you're doing wrong. Study what you're doing right. Make changes. Yeah, some people just like to get a rise out of others. But yeah, don't give up. There's no reason to give up. If trading is something you truly want to do, Monday through Thursday, we don't trade Fridays. I take Fridays off. A lot of traders dump Fridays. I personally don't like price action on Fridays. It's just not my favorite. Yeah, I don't like Fridays. But Sunday through Thursday, not Monday, Sunday through Thursday. Yeah, because most guys are winding down. Like I told you guys, I worked on Wall Street. Nobody's doing anything on Fridays. 1 o'clock comes around on Fridays, everyone's already out of the office. Nobody's opening up huge positions on Friday morning. It's just not how it works. Why is it so hard? There's just so many factors and so many different ways to trade. And if it were easy, everyone would do it. But like, here's the thing. You got to know somebody, to be quite honest with you. That's how everybody gets their jobs these days, is knowing. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. But yeah, there's just so many strategies, and you know, like I said, if it were easy, everyone would do it. But like, getting a high-paying job is hard. Just surviving in this world right now is hard. So you just got to choose your hard. I personally believe that if freedom comes from being able to do what you want when you want, and you can make money trading from a laptop pretty much anywhere in the world as long as there's internet. Claire, what made me start trading? That reason exactly. I do not use ICT, no. Yeah, I could probably get you a job at Merrill. You got to have your series, though, if you're going to be a financial advisor. Got to get your series. I do not use ICT. I think he overcomplicates it. Profitable trader, more power to him. I just think it's a little overcomplicated in the vocabulary that he uses, you know? Well, it varies. You have clients, Adele. It depends on what your book of business is. No, it took me many years to learn how to be profitable. It's not something that I would say 90% of the people in the world, 95% of the people in the world are going to lose money their first couple years trading. It's just one of those things. It's a lot like golf. Like, there's few people that are, athletes that just step into golf and become great at it. But very, very few can do that and get away with it. Very, very few. Hey, if the orb's been working, that's good for you. Yeah, that's what's popping up all over social media is wait for the first 15-minute candle, zoom into the 5-minute, wait for a break of structure, zoom in on the 1, wait for a key zone. Yeah, that guy RP or whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to make money in the markets. You just got to figure out what works for you. Something may work for one person and not for another. It depends on how you learn. There is no one way to do it. And I think that's where people get caught up is what is the right way? There's a lot of different ways. I appreciate that, Claire. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you guys. Everybody in this chat just now backed me up there. That's what I said. I posted a reel about it the other day. We're just trying to create the most positive community. Too much negativity in this trading space. We're going to make a difference. Joey Blanco. Appreciate you, Adele. Asian session opens at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Familia Scarface. I'm not sure where you live. I'm in Florida. I'm on the East Coast, so it's 7 p.m. Johnny Blanco. Johnny, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining. Jersey. I lived in Jersey for a little bit. Yeah, so 7 p.m. So you're on the same time zone as me. Four trades, no stop loss, all profits. This guy's just full porting over here. Full port. He's just full porting the whole thing. I hope it works out for you, man. Well, looks like we're getting some red movement here, guys. We're getting some selling pressure off that massive candle that we had move up there. Not typically. It did today. Typically, we wait. Like, normally this is about when we're getting in a trade. This is probably the first time in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks that we got in a trade right at Asian Session Open. But typically we're analyzing and waiting for confirmations for the first hour to hour and a half, if not 2 hours. But the USD CHF had 22,000 volume like the second the market opened. My take profit are these green levels right here. So 0.76286 and 0.76013. These levels right here, if you can see them, they're right here. No matter what stream you're on, you should be able to see them. Look at that 15-minute rejection of the resistance right there. What broker? I personally use liquid brokers. This is the one that I use. That's what I use personally. It doesn't matter to me what broker you guys use. I personally don't care, but that's the broker I use. Yeah, I'd like to see it close red. That would be nice. That'd be a solid closure if it closed red. There you go. Nice. Welcome to the Discord family. Welcome to the Discord family, brother. What are we at? Is that number 80? Yeah, of course. Yeah, $1,000 is more than enough. I would suggest trading at 1 to 500 leverage, but set out a risk management plan before you start. Need to know what lot size you're going to use, and you're going to stick with that lot size until you get to a certain amount in your account. Most people don't change their lot size. You know, some people change it once a year, twice a year, maybe when their account doubles or their account triples. But I'm a big proponent of, if you've done it once, you can do it again. So let's say you start with 1,000 and you make 2,000. So you have $3,000 in your account. Take out $1,000. Take out $1,500. If you can turn 1,000 into 3,000, you can do it over and over and over again. If you can turn 5K into 25K, take out the 20K. I mean, unless you want to keep upping your lot size, but I've seen it. I've personally done it where I've gotten an account up to I'll be honest with you guys, and I did it live a long time. I blew a $750,000 account. $750,000. I blew one that big. You got to pay yourself like it's a job. Otherwise, you get greedy. It's human nature to want to keep having more and more. It's not a personal attack. It's human nature. You want to grow the account from 1,000 to 10,000? Great. And then you take that 10,000, you're like, all right, I'm going to up my lot size. And you triple your lot size, you take one loss, you just wiped out 3/4 of your profits. It's not the way to do it. You got to treat trading as a business. Pay yourself first. Each week. Each week or each month. I'm just a big proponent of that. What? A lot of entries. A lot of entries. Like 5 or 6 50 lot entries. Poor risk management is what it was. Poor risk management is what it was. I'm the first to admit it. But I'm past that part of the learning stage. I'm 15 years into doing this. Alright, Claire. Very nice having you. Appreciate you joining the stream. Hope you have a great night. Yeah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't revenge trading. It was falling in love with the trade. I always tell people not to fall in love with a trade. It could always go the other way. Like, I'm pretty confident on this trade. Like I may enter again, depending on what we see here, but you can't fall in love with the trade. If you fall in love with the trade and your mind goes to it's going here no matter what, you may just keep adding on and adding on and adding on, and that's when you get a lot of trouble. You can get in a lot of trouble doing that, adding positions and adding positions and adding positions as it's reversing on your trade. It's a good way to lose money. You mean take the SAT? You gotta take the SATs again? Well, that test sucked. I remember taking that test. A long time ago, but I remember taking that test. Yeah, we're getting some good candle movement here, guys. Luke's, do I aim for a certain amount of profit? No, I chase pips, not profit. So, for instance, the market looks like it was only going to give us today, from our entry, obviously we're in drawdown, 14 to 42 pips. I'm chasing market structure, where it looks like it's going to go based off market structure. So, long story short, no. Oh, I'm well aware what the SATs are. Oh, I know. But no, I don't aim for a certain dollar amount. I think people get fixated on a dollar amount and it kind of messes with their brain. What you want to do is focus on price action and market structure and where you think the market's gonna go. Yeah, it's been a long time since I took that test. Jose, I just read your entrance. That's really nicely written. Very nice to meet you as well. I don't have a translator on for what this is saying, but I'm gonna try to. Informal phrase used refers to a man who's performed. Brother, my friend. Okay, there we go. My friend, what's going on? Thank God for Google, huh? You got people from all over the world in here. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's tough to do that. A lot of respect. I think more people are noticing though that the dream that we were promised, go to college, get a degree, and you'll have the life you want. And it's just not true anymore. It was true for my parents. It's not true anymore. $100,000. I mean, when my parents were growing up, they could support an entire family of 4 on one income, buy a house, and have money for vacations. Whereas our generation is like renting and just struggling to buy groceries because everything's so much more expensive. So we're looking at it like, this 9 to 5 stuff ain't gonna work. We need to make money other ways. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that.
Same extra value meals at McDonald's. Now get a savory sausage
Sorry about the McDonald's commercial there. My music switched to a commercial. Yeah, I think hey guys, we're no better than him if we talk shit. We're no better. So he's gone. We're no better if we start bashing him. You know, it just makes us just as bad. It depends if you get your college paid for. I believe Adele's probably going to get some pretty nice scholarships. I played golf at UNLV, so for my school was paid for because I played golf there. Um, it's good for certain things, but more importantly, it does show that you can get through something. But I do not think college is as important as learning a trade, whether it's plumbing, electricity, golf instructor, businessman, finance, CPA, accountant. You don't have to go to college for those. Now, if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, you have no other route. You have to go to college. You know? You have no other route. But yeah, I've learned a lot on my own too, but I also have 2 college degrees. So, do I think they were worth it? One of them was. The other, not so much. You know, it really just depends what you want to do in life. But let me tell you, YouTube University has taught more people this day and age than any other school will. You can learn almost anything on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, Adele's coming to get his citizenship, or try to, work visa, whatever it is. Yeah, 100% there, man. Hey, that's good, though. Family's important. You're on the right track there, Familia. The support and resistance. Yeah, I understand that. Like, it's a big burden. It's a big burden, you know, taking out loans like that and, you know, hoping it pays off in the future. They're not even making it you pay loans right now, though. Everybody's still on deferment. Almost everybody's loans are still deferred. I don't think any of the government agencies have brought back making you pay your loans. But colleges are businesses. That is 100% just the truth. A college is a business. Just so you know, guys, we did not break structure. Downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. We did not break trend. We're still on a downtrend. We are still on a downtrend. And the 1 day has wicked back down, which is what we want to see. And we want to see this wick all the way back down here. Yep. Again, like I said, like once we make our decision and our analysis and we get into a trade, we stick with it. We're not going hunting for other trades. We're not going to try and reverse it and buy the other way. You get in your trade, you set your stop loss, you set your take profit. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose. Once you start hopping around to other charts and looking at other options while you're already in a trade because you're nervous about what it's going to do, bad news. Bad news. By the way, Adele, I did a sponsored post on TikTok and it got denied. Promotion not delivering. Violates community guidelines because it has anything to do with trading. So Facebook and Instagram it is. I did a pretty big budget on it too for the video that we did for the indicator. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just don't understand why, but like every time I open TikTok, it shows people trading live. And I'm like, how are these people trading live but I get kicked off? Like I used to go live on TikTok every day and then all of a sudden they're like, "Nope. Status revoked for 7 days. Reapply, allow me in." Second I go live, status revoked for 7 days. I'm like, whatever. Stick to YouTube. YouTube's where the money's at anyway. So again, make sure you guys, for everyone that's new, if you are in your trading view, right? $200,000 static accounts. That's a lot. Oh, past evaluations. Nice. So what you do here, so you don't have to stare at the charts, is you create. Why is it not letting me do it? Oh, I know why. you create alerts. So right here, we're going to create an alert. And we're going to name it TP2. So if you're not in front of your screen, you can know exactly what the chart's doing. So we're going to put TP1. And you have to have TradingView Premium for this. Put stop loss. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. We're growing. The community's growing. And then we're going to put this is so I know if I'm not staring at my screen what's going on. Like I said, I like to set and forget. So do that, and then what I'll probably do right here, so I also know what's going on, is put an alert right there and put top of the FVG. Like top of FVG. So that way I know, alright, this is where we're at. TradingView will let me know on my phone. I can then just open it up instead of laying in bed and doing this for the next 3 hours while we wait to see what happens. Because, like, we're going to be coming up on 2 hours of stream here. We've streamed over, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like 15, 20 hours this week. So to be honest with you guys, I'm gassed. You might have some buffering, guys, on the vertical stream. YouTube's doing its thing after about 2 hours. If you're in the horizontal, you're fine. Stream health is excellent, but on the vertical, it's having some struggles. What else is new though? We're going to see what happens at this 9 o'clock hour here. Evaluate. We got 1 minute. Exactly 1 minute left until we get a new candle. Bimpopio, new follower here. Good luck on your trades today. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's going to take time. It's going to take time, you know? Just like anything. It's going to take time. Adele, I don't know if you're ever getting rid of your accent, man. Nothing wrong. Everyone speaks differently. No problem with having a different accent. What just happened to my phone? Shit just like turned off. Oh, we got a 4-hour fair value gap in the middle of a 4-hour fair value gap. That's always fun. Now we're caught between two of them. Trading competitions? No. No, I trade for myself, man. I have not. I didn't even know those were things, to be honest. yeah, guys, we're gonna call it here. Again, we're in this trade. I will let you guys know what happens. I'll always post it in the Discord. So as long as you're in there, I'll keep you updated. But it is late for me, and I got to be up early. So I appreciate everybody joining. We had a lot of new people here, guys. Really, it means a lot that you guys all joined. But we're gonna end it how we always do, with a nice round of applause. We'll see what happens over the next couple hours here. You guys have a good night. All right.